Ladies and gentlemen, not too long ago, before the October 7th war, your boy, your favorite white colonizer, get your merch in the description below, thetravelingclad.com. This white colonizer, Tal the Traveling Clad, entered Palestine, like a real Palestinian. And I went to colonize and ask people questions with my good friend Corey Gil Schuster from the Ask Project. Today, we're going to be doing a reaction to myself in Ramallah, on the ground, travel vlog from 2022. Let's take a look. Friends, and welcome back to another video here in the Holy Land. We are in the city of Ramallah today, and I am joined by a friend of mine, Corey.
Hi,
Corey, can you tell the people actually what you do? Because I don't want to snub it.
Sure. No. For those who don't know, I'm Corey Gil Schuster. I have a YouTube channel called The Ask Project, where I ask Israelis and Palestinians questions that you, the viewers, send in to me. And we're here in Ramallah to ask questions.
And I've literally been watching Corey for, I think, the better part of 8 years now. A very long time. I've loved the channel. I've really believed in the message. It's super, super cool. Just like hearing and learning about people. So I'm actually doing a little bit of a follow along today. It's kind of like a buddy cop movie where I'm gonna see what he actually does, and we're actually gonna explore the city. I'm really fascinated by it. So let's head in and see what we find. Who are we actually going to meet right now?
We are meeting my translator, known on YouTube as Mon Ami. She is Palestinian, and she translates for me for years, actually. She's an amazing translator. So if you need translation, she's your gal.
And obviously, due to the, there's some sensitivity to everything that we do here. She won't be on camera. We won't be filming her at all. You might hear her voice here and there.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear her voice, especially in the translation department, you can go over to Corey's channel right now, and I highly recommend you go anyways to check out the channel because it's amazing.
The reason you won't see her and you don't see her is I don't want people misinterpreting her involvement in this, or me hiring her, as normalization. There's this concept of normalization amongst Palestinians, of anything related to Israel, recognizing Israel in any way is called normalization. This is not a normalization project. This is about understanding each side as much as possible, challenging each side as much as possible. And I hire her as a translator, and I don't want her getting into trouble if somebody misinterprets what I do. They can blame me. That's okay.
The beautiful thing I think about your project is exactly that. It's just learning. It's a learning experience. So cool walking around with Corey. He's like a pro here. He's been here like a million times. Look at this big mosque we're checking out right now. I should also mention it was an early morning here in Ramallah. We drove from Jerusalem. Actually, we started our morning in Tel Aviv. We took a van bus to Jerusalem, and then from Jerusalem we hopped on a public bus to get here. And it's a Saturday morning today. Very exciting to see this place early in the morning.
So we're in Ramallah. I have a list of questions. This is how I do things.
I want to make a point because I didn't really clarify and film this journey because I was kind of nervous when we went in. So this was my first time properly going into like a capital of Palestine. First time in Ramallah. I was in Bethlehem and Jericho a couple of years prior to this, so I had dabbled in going into Palestinian areas. But the bus ride, you basically go from Jerusalem. Nobody checks you, and you just cross through a refugee camp called Kalandia, which is not really a refugee camp. There will be another reaction video to that coming up soon on the channel, so subscribe if you're new here. But basically, I had a ride with Corey, and we had a conversation about the most perverted subjects possible in English, full volume, with a bunch of Palestinians going into Ramallah, and I was nervous as all shit. And when you get off, the bus station is literally the building where years ago, 2 IDF soldiers were captured who entered Ramallah accidentally by a mob of Palestinians, probably people who are also affiliated with Hamas and with Fatah, and dismembered, with literally their organs being shoved out of the window by these Palestinians who had mobbed them and dismembered them. Like, I know it's very gruesome what I'm explaining, but that's where the bus in Ramallah drops you off. That's the bus station. It's right in front of that building. There's a famous picture. You can see it with a bloody hand out of the window. So just for context, like, that was my first couple minutes in Ramallah. And then he kind of warmed me up slowly because he's been to Ramallah a million times.
Things, by the way. I bring a list of questions. I ask 1 or 2 people in each place. We're just going to go randomly find people. I sometimes ask my translator or the person with me to just pick a random person who they think would be an interesting, someone to know their opinion.
All these questions on the sheet, these are all things that are brought to you by viewers, right?
By viewers, yes.
Viewers and patrons, right? These are patrons to your channel.
That's right.
So that's so cool because it's not Corey that's coming up with these questions. This is the people who want to know these things.
Yeah. So sometimes what I have to do is people ask questions in a very like American or European way, I have to change the question a bit so people, Palestinians or Israelis, will understand the question. But other than that, the core of the questions is what people ask them.
Cool. So should we head out into the streets and do this?
I'm gonna put in bits and pieces so you guys understand, but I want you guys to go ahead. Just kind of think about it as a collaboration. Go to his channel and watch this video.
And I say it again, go to his channel. Go to the Ask Project, Corey Gil Schuster on YouTube. He's one of the best. He's not an advocate for Israel. He doesn't represent himself as that way, but I think his channel is the best advocacy Israel has.
It takes a while from now. It takes a while, but there's already 1,000-something videos.
Go. You know what? Let me tell you guys something. Go send him money. I'm not joking. Support the shit out of this man. He's awesome. He's become a very close friend over the years, and he needs the support. He does not get funding or support the way that I do. You guys really take care of me. Go right now. Whatever you were going to spend on my channel, whatever merchandise you were going to buy, go give it to him. He has merchandise. He has Patreon. Go right now to Corey Gil Schuster's channel, flood him with money, and tell him that Clat sent you. Tell him the Traveling Clat community is here to support. Go do it. He's gonna be so happy. I think it's gonna be a lovely surprise from him. This guy works like a fuck it. He risks his life to get us these interviews. I'm not joking. He goes into very sketchy areas. He's been in every fucking corner of Palestine you can imagine.
1,000 questions that I've asked Palestinians and Israelis.
And a lot of them are super interesting. They're like really, really deep topics. So go ahead, but I'll show you guys bits and pieces in this video, but definitely go to his channel to check it out.
How do you explain that there's so much Jewish history here that they find through archaeological finds?
جيروزالم أكثر من بيريود مرت عليهم كانت اللي هي العثمانيين.
Imagine, we're asking Palestinians this on the street. This is before the war, too, so like things were more calm, more accessible.
Okay, but do you recognize that there was Jewish sovereignty here a long time ago? Yeah.
ولكن هل تعترف أو هل تعترف إنه كان في سيادة يهودية من زمان؟
لا هو السيادة اليهودية
لا,
ما
he
كانت
says no.
موجودة ولكن أجرت بالتدريج.
He goes, no, I don't.
So we're going to go buy little cookies. I forget what they're called. Lotus cookies. And it's a good way to just either bribe people to speak or to give them a little prize after. It just leaves them with a nice feeling after they've answered questions.
And you just interviewed like your first person for the day. That was like our first person that we found on the street. Usually, do you get so lucky with getting somebody who answers so?
No, it's hard to find people who have an opinion and have thought about these things before, and he obviously had done that. So that was great.
What is a shaheed?
لو بالعربي.
What is a shaheed was the question. What is a martyr?
Overpopulation in Palestine.
So this day was basically me filming kind of like a behind the scenes with Corey. Obviously, I didn't want to steal his shine like by putting all the answers in my video. So again, if you want answers to these questions, his channel is the best resource. But you'll see kind of our experience walking through this day.
Relationships because of there not being work opportunities.
Sometimes I sense people are really hesitant to answer, so I'll ask a more general question, a nicer question, and then if they answer it well, maybe I'll get into like a harder. What
Forgot how good this video is.
Political question.
Yeah,
but it depends. It depends on.
I noticed that lady was a little bit hesitant from the beginning, so you like all right, let me give her an easy question, see how she answers.
Exactly.
It's interesting the psychology behind it because you really have to be dynamic with this, no?
Yes, exactly. Because I don't want to, because chances are if I asked her two political questions, she'd go, no,
right,
walk away.
Right.
So.
Wow, this is amazing.
Popeyes.
I can't believe we found a Popeyes. I saw one of these in Nablus, which was so exciting, but like right across the street, they have a KFC, a Pizza Hut, and a Popeyes. That's
damn.
So cool.
I was wrong. I guess I had already entered Nablus before I made this video. I remembered it the other way around. So I guess I was already a professional in Palestine. Nablus is known as like the lion's den of terrorism in Palestine. So I did Nablus. This was no scary feat. Ramallah is known as the Tel Aviv of Palestine. And for all the terrorism and for all the apartheid and ethnic cleansing, they still have a fucking Popeyes. You know where they don't have a Popeyes? They don't have a fucking Popeyes in the slums of India or in the slums in the Philippines, where I've been many times. They have a fucking Popeyes in Ramallah.
Cool. How cool is Palestinian Popeyes? It says Yalla Popeyes. I love that. What
should happen to someone who insults the prophet?
إذا في حدا بيهين الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام شو لازم يصير فيه؟
Okay, hold on. I have to give context before. I'll give context after. But the question was, what happens to somebody who insults the prophet? Look at the girl. Look how young and modern she looks. I've talked about this a million times in my life. This was a very pivotal moment in my life in the conflict when I saw this.
بيسبوا أو بيهينوا بيغلطوا. غلط إنه يصير أصلا. المفروض تعاقب عليه إنه هي مثل الإسلام والرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم هو نبينا. شو العقاب لازم يكون؟ هلا نظري يعني إنه ممكن يكون عقاب شديد لإله بغض النظر عن إيش كان العقاب يعني بس يكون مش عقاب خفيف لأنه لو كان العقاب متساهلين فيه رح ترجع تنعاد مرة ثانية.
So this is something that should happen, honestly. We shouldn't offend him, we shouldn't insult him or say some bad things about him. This person should be punished. So I said, what kind of punishment? She said something, a punishment that would be severe according to the person that insulted them so that they won't do it again, because if the punishment is light, people will do this.
Is the punishment imply also violence? I have numbers next to how many to ask in each place. So the idea is,
I've talked with Corey about this moment a million times. The reason why we chose to talk to this girl, by the way, is because she looked.
I don't want to be accused.
So modern and so sweet. Like, look at her. She's wearing a little bandana. She's not wearing a hijab. Her hair's coming out. She's fashionable. I was like, she's gonna be like somebody we could like coexist with, you know. And it was like, what happens if you insult the prophet? Kill him. Kill him. I believe that if I remember correctly, when we turned off the cameras or after this scene, we spoke to her a little bit more, and the insinuation after was death. It was basically like kill or violently maim the person for insulting the prophet. And it was one of those moments when this happened, I was like, holy shit. This shit's fucking crazy. This place is insane. This is crazy town. Not to say that Ramallah wasn't nice. I actually had a very lovely day because I didn't tell anybody I was Jewish. If I told people I was a Jewish Israeli, it'd be a different kind of lovely. But yeah, this was one of those moments that really stuck with me. I tell this when I do my lectures. This is one of the stories I tell people. It was a moment that really woke me up.
I don't want to be accused of asking too many people in the same place the same question,
right?
Because then people say, well, you only ask people in Tel Aviv or in Ramallah. Well, of course you're getting that answer, or the opposite, like a more conservative answer. And the truth is, I don't find there's any difference anywhere, even in Tel Aviv. I don't find them that liberal about certain things. But still, I want to, in each video, it to be at least 3 or 4 different places when possible. If someone comes here from Morocco or the Emirates, would they be welcome?
إذا حدا أجا هون من المغرب أو من الإمارات مرحب فيهم.
Yes? Okay, even though they normalized with Israel?
حتى لو إنهم طبعوا مع السوريين. هلا في ناس إذا الحكومة طبعت بالشرط الشعبي طبعا. So in some cases, so there are differences. If the government normalized, the people don't necessarily have to normalize.
Do you think the government...
Basically, if you're an Arab that is okay with having peace with Israel, you're not welcome. That's basically, in essence, what they were saying. Me and Corey went on to have some shenanigans after. Let's see what else we did here. Corey made some funny jokes.
That's why it was shocking to us.
Oh, even to you as well? Okay.
I guess the key is you just
can't
judge a book by its cover.
Oh, here, I think this is me elaborating on that girl. Wait, I think this is it.
My reaction, you can't tell because I'm behind the camera, is I'm like, crap, really? Like another one? And everyone claims that I'm purposely finding extremists. I'm not. These are regular people.
And she's a 20-year-old. Me and my colleague here were kind of shocked. We didn't expect that.
I was personally shocked by that.
She studies in
a top university.
20, and she's an architect.
So he's asking, how much is that what she has to answer publicly,
that's what I'm
and how much
curious
is the
about.
belief?
In my opinion, this is something that she believed in because
Really?
because she used her own words, nothing formal, nothing fancy.
I look kind of handsome in this video, right? Sorry, a side note. I got distracted. I look kind of good, though, in this video, no?
You can feel that it was really heartfelt, like the way she looked at me,
Right,
the way
right.
she stood.
and us. That's why it was shocking to us.
Oh, even to you as well?
I
Okay.
was really shocked.
I guess the key is you just
And
you
this is a
can't
woman
judge a
in
book by
hijab,
its
so I
cover.
wanna,
Like you have no idea.
explain, so
If
people
it
don't
looks
think-
like more modern or less
She did
religious,
look- yeah.
like it doesn't matter.
Does it not?
You never
Yes, exactly.
know. Wow.
You know, to help them with like education, you know, would be great.
Like meaning funding the universities or fund
You know,
scholarships.
grants, like the one I got when I was in England.
Is Islam more similar to Judaism or Christianity?
هل الإسلام شبيه أكثر باليهودية ولا بالمسيحية؟
بصراحة مش بعرف هذا الإسلام دين الحال.
Honestly, Islam is not similar to any religion. Islam stands by itself.
Okay,
So we've come into like a random strip mall, seemingly.
Yeah.
But there's a reason for it.
So there's a bunch of them, and this just happens to be a place where, I don't know why, but the people are from villages around Ramallah. They're not from, or they're from other cities. It's also near the bus station that goes to other cities, so maybe that's part of it. And it's a cheat for me, so I don't have to go to small villages to ask questions. They come here, and then we can ask random people.
It's crazy to me how well you know Ramallah. You know it really well, no?
Sort of.
All right, so we found a little street food cart.
Corey.
This thing looks like a giant
I
falafel.
love
but
Corey
I'm really
so much.
interested in it. It's a giant falafel ball.
So this is called kak,
Cock.
which I think the word cake comes from it. I think. I don't know. We have to look up
Look
the
how
etymology.
exciting this is. It's a giant falafel ball. So there's a giant cart here selling all this stuff. This fresh falafel.
It's not hot anymore. Yeah, it's good though. Yeah.
It's dry.
I remember this shit was dry as fuck. It was the driest falafel I ever had in my life.
Really good. Like the flavor is good. So I'm gonna try this little sweet bread thingy.
That's what Corey called
I think
cock.
it's got some date spread inside of it. For any Palestinians watching, let me know again, please, what's the name. I don't know what it is. Maybe it has a traditional name. It's pretty good. Maybe with a little bit of butter. Could be yummy.
We're approaching Menara Square, which is one of the main squares of Ramallah. And it's famous because of the lions in the center.
This
which
is sort of the
symbol
Dizengoff Square of
this
Palestine.
area. And there's a We Are Ramallah sign.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
These lions were actually destroyed by somebody, an unhappy Palestinian.
That right there, by the way, if you see the police car behind Corey, that's Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. Yani another terrorist group police. That's like the Palestinian National Police.
months ago, and with a sledgehammer.
Really?
He was very unhappy, and I don't remember the reasons, but he was frustrated with something to do with Palestinian government.
What is it? Coffee? Juice. Juice? Okay, one.
Jews?
Fresh carob juice. Don't they use carob as like vegan chocolate? Isn't that?
But if you've ever smelled a carob tree when it's flowering, it smells like semen.
Whoa, that's so
But
good.
it's good. Yeah, it doesn't taste like semen. I can attest, this does not taste like semen.
It doesn't taste anything like semen. Not that I know.
I know.
Oh my God,
Fucking
it's ridiculous
Corey. you naughty boy, Corey.
sweet. It's like syrup sweet. Oh, but it's so good. Wow, I don't know if I can drink this whole thing. I'm gonna get diabetes from this.
Exactly.
So this is a big square, Manar Square, you said, right? And of course we have the We Ramallah sign. Al Manar Square.
Why are you happy?
Because I live in the way you think, you can turn everything negative to positive and move on.
Okay. So you're just a positive person.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, top shawarma.
Nice guy.
It smells so good here. Wow. Like I want to get it, but I don't need shawarma. I want to go a little bit more exotic. I've been having shawarma every day for the last 3 months. I need something a little bit more.
We're gonna look for something a little more interesting than
Yeah,
shawarma.
something a little more local, you know.
We ended up eating at Popeyes. I'm so embarrassed to say.
You know? Like shawarma is obviously Palestinian as well, but it's also Arab in general.
Yeah.
It's the whole region here. So I definitely want to try to find something a little bit more exotic to show you guys.
Arabized, tall. Arabized.
Like maybe potentially Popeyes. That's kind of exotic.
That's pretty exotic.
Popeyes
Obsession.
chicken sandwich could be
But I will try his Popeye's chicken sandwich because I've never had it.
Could be a good shake. I just wanted to show this off because it's an interesting thing, obviously, for the two of us being wherever we're from. This is just like a coffee stand, but on the coffee stand, maybe you know better how to explain this. These are
These are
shaheeds,
posters
right?
of shaheeds, of martyrs for the Palestinian cause.
Right.
Which means usually, I mean, I don't know these people, but they have guns, so I'm assuming They were involved in what we would call terrorist attacks, terrorism against either Israeli soldiers or Israeli civilians, and they were killed while they were doing that.
Right.
Usually. There are, of course, cases of Palestinian civilians being killed.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which also will end up being shaheed.
Which are also shaheeds,
Yeah.
depending on how it's contextualized in Palestinian mind. But most of these are usually known fighters. It's understood that they are known fighters.
But yeah, there's usually a seal. There's usually a picture near the Al-Aqsa Mosque or the Temple Mount.
Yeah. So the perception is that anybody who's in an Israeli jail, outside by Palestinians or outside people, he's a political prisoner, meaning he gave a political opinion.
Yeah.
Israelis, I don't know very many people who are actually what you would call political prisoner in that they said something. Almost everybody in Israeli jails, from my knowledge, either tried to or did commit violent acts, either against soldiers, which some people may say is legitimate, or against civilians, which I think most people would say is illegitimate outside. But that's my understanding of the about 5,000 political or prisoners in Israeli jails who are Palestinian.
And this is common. I've seen this around many of the Palestinian cities. I've been to like Bethlehem and Nablus. Like you will see pictures and photos and like posters of shaheeds in businesses, on the streets, wherever it be. So it's always an interesting thing.
It's a major component of their culture.
Yeah.
Of the idea of the shaheed, the person who dies for the cause of Palestine, or who's in prison for the cause of Palestine.
Right.
Isn't this insane? Just two fucking Jews undercover, like walking around Ramallah, actively sort of critiquing the culture. It's such a crazy thing I did. It's so nuts.
Of Lukum. I'm excited about that. Yeah. Wow, look at this place. Which one is the best?
Cheese with the green za'atar.
I don't even know. I kind of want to get something. This is super local, huh?
Yeah, these are delicious. I love
This
them.
is just called the Palestine. Look at that one. It's literally just called the
cheese,
Palestine.
tomato, mint. I never had
Mint.
that.
I'm kind of interested in this one, Armenian.
Yep.
Looks like lahmacun.
Cheers.
Wow.
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 Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Welcome anytime.
Thank you. Okay, we take Palestine.
Try it.
Corey also prepped me before we entered Ramallah. He was like, you cannot use any of the Israeli lingo that we use in Arabic. Don't say the word sababa. Don't say the word yalla. Don't say the word habibi. Because if they hear you enunciating it in a semi-Israeli accent, we can be in very big danger. So I had to be like really on top of my shit to not be like habibi. I didn't even, back then I wasn't speaking Arabic as much as I do now. So I wasn't saying habibi. I was saying habibi, like very Israeli. And yalla, my yalla would sound very Israeli. It would be like yalla, not yalla. Like, so it would be very, very simple. I mean, even now it would be easy to pick up that I'm Israeli because my Arabic accent is not perfect. But back then, he really prepped me. He was like, before we go in, you got to be very careful.
Try this.
Oh, what is this one?
Try cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah.
Here you go, brother.
Palestinian, yeah.
Okay, we try?
Parmesan?
No. Cheese, white cheese. Yeah.
Wow.
Very good. Two Israeli Jews were trying Palestine. That's the name of the.
All right, rip us off a little piece of Palestine.
Okay. Got to get some cheese in that.
This is amazing
There you go.
clickbait.
Okay, I'm gonna have it. It's really similar to this,
Yeah.
supposedly with mint.
With mint.
I don't taste the mint yet.
No? Here's the Palestine. I'm going to try to just bite it like this.
Go ahead.
Oh, amazing. It's got some black sesame on top. Yeah, very similar to what we just had.
Yeah.
But oh, so delicious. Wow, that is yummy. The
Viewers,
bread is amazing.
I listen, I hope you guys are enjoying this video. We're going to continue on for a little bit longer. It's a 30-minute video, so it's very long. But right after this moment, a very insane story happened around Manara Square when me and Corey were walking around sort of diverting from asking questions and exploring a bit. If I can't say that I don't feel comfortable telling the story here in this context, I do feel comfortable, however, telling it on a Patreon live stream. If you pay $10 a month for my Patreon, you get access on my Discord server to this exclusive Patreon chat. And in that chat, we do live streams. So every time I go live on YouTube, right after the live stream, I do an extra bonus live stream for my Patreon. Just for the people who are subscribed to my Patreon via Discord. You link your Patreon to the Discord, and then you can join the chat. If enough of you are down, join the Patreon at $10 a month. Next time I do a live stream, I'll wait for this video to get a couple thousand views, and I will tell you guys the story. And you know what? I'll even honor it. If you join my Patreon and you want to hear the story, I'll tell the story again and again and again if you get grandfathered in later. But if enough of you guys are interested and this video does well enough and you want to hear this crazy story that happened, and I can't talk about it publicly, just remind me next time. If you join the Patreon, Remind me, and I will tell you guys the story. And I promise you, it's worth it.
Palestine, very good. An Israeli Jew.
It's something that happened to me for the first time in my life, like right after this clip.
An approval of Palestine. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that's good.
That could make peace right there.
It's a little look for you guys at a Palestinian bank. Jawel.
So that's their.
All right, let's skip around here a little more. I think me and Corey ended up. Yeah, this is like a martyr's wall, also like some Palestinian propaganda.
Legit Palestinian license plate. It's freaking awesome. It's like a vintage collectible. Ramallah Martyrs Memorial.
There it is.
And a martyr, obviously, is a shaheed.
Like we
Somebody
spoke about
who did-
earlier.
I was asking about it. So a shaheed is obviously somebody who dies in battle for Palestine. They're trying to regain Palestine. And by Palestine, it's usually, most people define that as what is Israel today. So
Yeah.
Jaffa, Haifa, Akko, so that's usually how they define it.
So to be clear, like we're not talking about the West Bank
Yeah.
or Gaza. Like we're talking
They're
about
not the occupation to most Palestinians means all of what is today Israel.
like the modern state of Israel as a whole.
Yeah.
And liberating Palestine is liberating the entire country.
That's right.
So-
For most people.
Yeah.
Some will agree to compromise on 67 borders, but they still recognize that the other side, the Israeli side, as Palestine, but they're willing, for the sake of peace, to find a compromise. But it's the minority opinion, and mostly with older people.
Yeah.
It's a little weirdly mixed message. So there's like, the dove of peace, and the going back. I assume that that's symbolic of going back, the return, like the horse, and going back to Palestine, the villages of 1948. And then someone who died for the cause. There's some weird,
Yeah.
contradictions and all that. In my opinion, I'm Canadian, so anything violent to me is a little, I don't know, uncomfortable.
Corey's a Canadian who's been living in Israel for decades now, so he's not really Canadian.
Also
He's a hooga booga jungle person, just like me.
entering the Christian quarter or the Christian area right
Christian area? Yeah.
right as the Muslim call to prayer is happening.
Yeah.
You can hear in the background. We're on a bit of a mission right now. A Palestinian friend of mine 2 days ago told me that there's Palestinian breweries and beer. And I really love trying beer around the world wherever I travel to. So we're on the lookout for Al Taiba.
I don't anymore, really.
Taiba
Be honest with you
beer,
guys.
which is a local brewery apparently really close to Ramallah. This is an interesting falafel. Shepherd's beer. Look, another Palestinian beer.
Handcrafted beer.
Oh,
Premium
interesting.
Product of Palestine. That's
Wow, that's interesting.
good. We're on our way to search for beer. Not an easy thing
A
in
little bit of
Palestine.
day drinking in Ramallah.
In a Palestinian Muslim place,
Yeah.
there are very few places that allow you. There are stores that sell alcohol.
Yeah.
Only Christians are allowed to sell alcohol. And we are looking for like a bar, an actual place you could just sit and have a beer.
So we eventually walked around enough where we ended up finding it.
The local spots, but also this is a little more fancy, I would say. It's definitely a lot more fancy.
Yeah, there's mostly in Ramallah, but there's like this in every Palestinian city. There are more you'd call westernized, type places.
Yeah. And I'm excited to try Taiba beer, or Palestinian beer. I didn't think that existed until a couple days ago. We're trying out some Taiba beer right now. Oh, nice. They even have their own cup for it. Taiba, the finest in the Middle East. Golden beer. Christian Palestinian beer right here. Brewed in Al Taiba. Wow, I love it. It's not too strong. I'm a basic bitch when it comes to beer. I love.
It was a very good
normal
beer.
Classic wheat beer, and it's as clean and as cut as it comes for a classic wheat beer. It's really, really good.
It was
doesn't
a
have
very
any,
good beer.
Punchiness that sometimes you get when you drink a beer. Like, for example, a Corona, I would say. Like sometimes, just because it's probably have a long shelf life and it's sitting out for a long time.
Was without me rambling for too long, it was a very, very delicious beer. Oh, this was interesting. We found a white colonizer Palestinian.
Very delicious, I assume. If any Arabs are in the comments, please let us know.
So something happened in June 22nd, 2006.
Yeah.
What words are similar or the same in Hebrew and in Arabic?
Like, should we say them in English or in...
Say them in Hebrew.
Somehow he's not a white colonizer, by the way, and I am. Hi. The redhead. The ginger. He's fine. He can stay in the Middle East. Me? Get the fuck out. Go back to Poland.
Can you think of any?
A few, yeah.
These guys were very nice.
Same words.
Or similar, right?
Or similar or same. Yeah.
Like salam and shalom, they're kind of similar.
Yeah, but we don't use salam in Arabic. because
You don't?
That's the original Arabic.
Okay. I just wanted to show this off. We just got some water. 2 shekel each,
2 shekels.
which is insane because in
And
Israel...
it's a Coca-Cola company. This
Yeah.
is 8 shekels and it's like $2 in Canada, $3 in
Crazy.
Canada.
2 shekels, 50 cents. So cheap. And I just wanted to review real quick. We just interviewed this seemingly looking hipster guy.
And I asked him, do you want to expel all the Jews? And he said, yeah, basically. And he doesn't believe in a peace agreement because he thinks the Israelis want to.
All right, never mind, Tal. I remembered him being very friendly, but apparently he said he wanted to fucking expel all the Jews. God damn it, Palestinians. What the fuck? I tried to give you one right now for free, and you fucked me over.
To expel him. And the reason...
God damn it. I can't believe I said he was nice. You want to expel all the Jews.
Guy.
And I asked him, do you want to expel all the Jews? And he said, yeah, basically. And he doesn't believe in a peace agreement because he thinks the Israelis want to expel him. And the reason... And then at the end he started talking about how he's from Jerusalem, from Lifta. Lifta was a village at the entrance of Jerusalem when you're coming in from Tel Aviv, which was depopulated in 1948. And it's still actually there. It's one of the few villages where it's still original. And he got mad at me because I stopped recording when he was talking about Lifta. But I was like, well, that's not the answer to the question. It's just he wanted to talk about it. And then he got very paranoid that I'm an Israeli and that I was doing something mischievous, that's how it's framed in Islam, against the Palestinians. And I was like I was trying to avoid saying I'm technically an Israeli citizen, but I'm not against the Palestinians.
That's a funny thing. We were talking about this earlier. It's like you and I have to kind of be careful because when we pronounce words in Arabic or in Hebrew, sometimes it can be...
Yes.
You'll immediately tell that we are...
I'm just remembering now, by the way, it's a different Palestinian. It was a totally different Palestinian. I got the two confused. That redhead guy was nice. This was a different long-haired Palestinian hippie that was kind of judging us.
And Palestinians generally really like
What's this Palestinian fried chicken?
Which is something really cool because I'm American and I love fried chicken. So here's a little fried chicken spot. Got this for 8 chicken.
They're good at frying chicken.
Love the fried chicken. Oh.
Way better than Jews at frying chicken. Way better.
Good.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Popeyes, so I'm going to eat there.
Yeah.
If any Jew is watching this, Arabs are comparable to African Americans in frying chicken. I would say African Americans, Filipinos are like top tier chicken fryers. Arabs are up there. Arabs are really high. They might even be better than Filipinos at frying chicken, to be completely honest with you. African Americans are still top tier. Arabs right under them. Like, they make some fucking good fried chicken. Really good.
Oh, very good. Great fried chicken for 8 check. I'm happy with that. That is yummy. The street is Shirin Abu Akleh. That's a new street?
Yes, it's a new
Yeah, go
street
ahead.
since she was killed.
Yeah.
So they named this street after her.
They did that really quickly. That happened just a few months ago, right?
Of course, because she's an icon for the Palestinians.
For people who don't know, this is Shirin Abu Akleh was the journalist who was killed in Jenin.
She's from Al Jazeera.
Yeah, a couple months ago. She got shot by a Israeli soldier. All right, we're heading back to where all good things start. Popeyes. Popeyes in Palestine. That is not something I expected to ever be saying.
I've never had Popeyes.
First time Popeyes.
Yeah.
Wow, looks phenomenal. Okay, they nailed the sandwich, I have to say. This is the wonderful thing about Popeyes, is having that crunchy, sort of kernely fried chicken on the outside.
He talks too much.
I'm a YouTuber, it's my job. How is it? Good? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Oh my god. Oh
Really,
my
really
god. Yeah.
tender chicken.
Wow.
Just, you know, at this point, I had been traveling for a long time, so I haven't had Popeyes in a long time. I was out of America for a long time before that, and that's why that bite was so egregious. But also, I went in there to make a point, okay? Like I said earlier, in the slums of Indonesia and in the slums of the Philippines and India and Sri Lanka, they do not have fucking Popeyes. No concentration camp or open-air prison has fucking Popeyes. All right, we are a couple minutes walk from this point from Kalandia refugee camp, which is going to be in an upcoming video. They don't have a fucking Popeyes in their refugee camps that I know of in Syria. So, point is not to shit too much on Palestinians, but everything in context, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, that's a little tour of Palestine from yours truly. I hope you guys had fun retrospectively watching this. If you want to watch the whole video, it'll be in the link description without my interruptions. Recommend you watch it if you want to just enjoy the experience. I'll be making some more videos about my entrances into Palestine. I can't show you guys all of them, but there'll be some more about me and Corey walking through Kalandia refugee camp together and that experience, and I'll give you some behind the scenes. I might even do the ones about me entering Nablus with the Samaritans. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to buy your White Colonizer merch down below in the description at thetravelingcloud.com. And again, join my Patreon if you want access to that special story I'll make sure to honor it if a bunch of you guys join. And let me know when you're joining Patreon. Maybe even write a note in the Patreon. Be like, hey, I joined because of the story. So I'll see you guys next one. Love you long time. Goodbye, Klats. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.